What is up everyone, Northside here, and the developer who is in charge for upcoming wizard changes posted a second pass or a second round of changes. Details are posted at the top of the thread in the forums, and I will leave the link on the forums. His explanation is like this: the DPS that I have requested came in recently. I wanted to be sure. I was looking post-ban air changes, and that gave me a chance to compare wizards to other DPS classes across the board. I had expected wizards would be lower, which they were. They were not as much lower as I might have guessed, around 10% overall, although there was a lot of variation based on the type of content, difficulty, even PC versus Xbox versus PS4/5. For those who are curious, I was looking mostly at Hellbringer and Assassin for comparison, although in the end I tended to look at Hellbringer more, just because it's sometimes hard to compare melee with range in a meaningful way. In the end, we decided to increase wizard DPS by around 15% on top of previous changes, and that's 10% for what we're seeing in the data, plus another 5 for Arcane Empowerment, and those changes were meant to address the problem with AL specifically and not to be overall nerfed to wizards. So I wanted to compensate for them. At first 5% may not seem like much, but keep in mind 5% to quote-unquote everything, which is quite a bit for one spell. My hope is that the first round of changes brought Thaumaturge up to where Arcanist is, and that this second round of changes lifts both paragon paths to where they should be. So we're going to start with the base changes and check out what he actually did. So the second round of balance changes, the purpose of the first round was mainly to bring up some weaker wizard powers to be on par with the stronger wizard powers. This second round represents roughly 15% increase across the board, with the intent of bringing wizard up to the other DPS classes. Now we have Spell Mastery Tooltip Clarified No Functional Change, Arcane Empowerment rebuilt to subtract 1 second from encounter cooldown every 0.5 seconds instead of speeding up recharge. Note this change is experimental and may be reverted. Now most wizard spell magnitudes increased by around 15%. Note further increased means this is on top of previous pass. So base class Magic Missile further increased from 50 to 60, Ray of Frost increased from 55 to 65, Entangling Frost increased from 500 to 600, Repel increased from 500/200 to 580/300, Ray of Enfeeblement increased from 450 to 520, Icy Terrain increased from 350 to 385 to 400/440, Shield further increased from 300 to 350 to 350 to 400, Arcane Singularity further increased from 1000 to 1200, and Ice Knife increased from 2000 to 2300, Oppressive Force increased from 375 to 370 up to 420. Now I don't play a wizard, so I hope you will give me some insight in the comment section how this looks to you. Arcanist Storm Pillar increased from 30 to 80/40 to 40 to 150. Arcane Bolt further increased from 100 to 120. Lightning Bolt further increased from 300 to 350. Disintegrate increased from 400 to 600 to 500 to 75. Steel Time further increased from 300 to 350. Arcane Tempest further increased from 350 to 400. Arcane Conduit further increased from 250 to 300. Maelstrom of Chaos further increased from 1200 to 1400. Storm Spell increased from 100 to 120. Storm Fury increased from 150 to 200. Arcane Power Field increased from 50 to 60. Snap Freeze further increased from 60 to 70. And Striking Advantage increased from 100 to 120. So those are the buff to the Arcanist power. So leave me in the comment section what you think about that. Regarding the Thaumaturge, Scorching Burst further increased from 50 to 100 to 60 to 110. Chilling Cloud further increased from 80 to 90. Fading the Flame further increased from 400 to 500. Icy Rays increased from 520 to 720 to 600 to 850. Chill Strike increased from 575/225 to 660/300. Conduit of Ice further increased from 300 to 350. Firebolt further increased from 300/600 to 350 to /700. Furious Immolation further increased from 800 to 900. Ice Storm further increased from 1000 to 1200, and Shadow Strike increased from 250/150 to 300/200. So leave me in the comment section what you actually think about this change. I do not main a wizard, and basically I'm just reading what buffs are because this is the second pass, and that's it. So thank you for watching. This is the latest update for the wizard changes or second pass, and shout out to my channel members, and Northside is out.